fucking Pope thing. To me, it's
craziness.
Crazy and hilarious that we even pay attention
Yeah.
to what that clown is doing. How is that even making the news? There's some weird fucking group of people who do like the most bizarre ceremonies who I don't even...
Sanctioned by governments and mass media. No one calls it a cult. The guy's wearing a fucking wizard outfit with a fish head hat. If you tried to do that today and tried to say, I am adorned of God, he has brought to me this information, you set up a shop, they would think you were a fucking loon. But because of the fact that it's been around for a long time, this guy has a direct lineage, we're supposed to take it seriously.
We're supposed to take it seriously, and we're supposed to fucking ignore all the shit Catholicism did.
Well, how about the shit he did? He released a priest that had molested 200 deaf boys. 200.
He let him go, huh?
He let him go.
Just
he
let
brought
him
him into psychiatric. Instead of bringing in and getting him prosecuted, they brought him in for psychiatric treatment. And this guy went they went to another parish and he molested more boys. I mean, it's fucking craziness. He did that time and time again. He took people away from being prosecuted and sent them to psychiatric care, and they're free. They're free to go.
Yeah.
They're free. They're walking around the street. Some of them are in these huge religious retreat places that they have, beautiful grounds, and these guys are just wandering around, taking care of for the rest of their life, and they're child molesters.
There's a place like that up where I live, So that's happening.
And they don't pay taxes.
They don't pay fucking taxes.
That is fucking crazy. All that shit is crazy. The idea that they should be able to make golden buildings and not pay taxes. Bitch, are you out of your fucking mind?
Can you fucking imagine?
That's a business.
It's a business.
It's a fucking business. Yeah, you don't talk directly for God. It's 2013. Stop your bullshit. You're not telling the truth. You don't know that much. I don't believe you. I think you are very charismatic, and there's a lot of people that want to believe you, and they'll go along with it. But you're talking crazy. God's not talking to you, stupid. No, you're an asshole. You're an asshole, and you're taking their money. And we got to make sure that this stops with our generation. We got to make sure that future generations don't have a gigantic religious leader, someone who tells them based on some nutty shit that was written thousands of years ago by people who drew on animal skins.
But also it spreads. The way that looks with Catholicism is just one version of the problem. The other problem is the guy who calls... there's like in the way there's a pope, there's also a dude who calls himself the president. But instead of representing some phantasmal force called God, he says, I represent the will of the people. Mm-hmm. Yet he doesn't really represent the will of the people. It doesn't seem like that when he goes to, when they do the polls and as it turns out, and I'm not just the president, of course, the government as a whole, the president doesn't have totalitarian power, but I don't think that the president really represents the will of the people. And I don't think Congress represents the will of the people. And I don't think Senate represents the will of the people any more than the Pope represents the will of God. And I think it's this imaginary thing that we're supposed to believe in because it makes us feel more comfortable as though these people are really enacting the will of the people. I think the will of the people is that we want peace. We want to be able to, we do want security. We want education, but we don't want fucking war with Iran.
Yeah.
We don't want fucking war with Iraq. How the fuck do you say it? How did I forget to say that? I got so stirred up. We don't want it. Yeah. Nobody wants war.